Hey there, it's Laura Godwin, your Scentsy Superstar Director. So, leadership has been on my mind. This is the year that I really want to just push my leadership ability and excitement into full force. I just want to be the best leader ever. And this is the year that I really want to focus on fine tuning what I do and getting some new, fresh ideas and just becoming the best leader that I can for my team. They deserve it, right? And your team deserves it as well, whether you already have a team built or whether you are still looking for that first recruit. Leadership is so important, and I have been blessed. So far this year, I've gone to Cancun on the leadership retreat. If you don't know what that is, Scentsy has a leadership retreat in January every year. This year it was in Cancun, and for a week, directors and above can go and mix and mingle and network with other leaders. We also get trained by just amazing people. Corporates there, and they usually train us as well. Orville and Heidi are there, and we get to hear, of course, great leadership and amazing tips from them as well. So I was blessed. I started off this year with truly notebook full of amazing ideas, and I love to have people, I say, sign my yearbook, right? But I always do have, no matter what event I'm at, I love for people to sign my book. I did it at Sprint too. It's kind of fun for me to look back at these training events and just see who I was with and who I networked with, because I truly believe that I've learned just as much from networking with others on these events as I do from listening to the speaker that's on stage. That's, part of it is networking with people that are out there doing the same thing that I'm aiming to do. So I have recently just gotten back from Sprint in Orlando, as you saw in my book, and learned even more leadership tips there. I've been doing some digging on my own YouTube videos, basically just finding books and YouTube videos and blogs that are helping me look at leadership in a fresh light and get ideas and to become the best leader that I can. It's important to me. So if you haven't decided yet whether or not to become a leader or not, let me say you already are. You're a leader in probably more than one way in your everyday life. It may not have anything to do with business. You may not actually be a leader in your place of employment, but more than likely, a lot of you are moms, or some of you might even take a leadership role, on the ball field each weekend with the kids, or there's just so many different ways that we don't even realize that we're leaders, but we are. Someone is looking to you. And whether or not you have that first recruit or whether you're looking to build a team, it's never too late to start acting like an amazing leader. Okay, so one of the things that I learned in leadership, oh gosh, I've got a notebook full of notes every page, but one of the things that I loved was the fact that they talked about that our team is like flowers. And one may be a daffodil, one may be a rose or a tulip, but don't expect all of them to fit one mold. They're not all the same color. They don't always grow well in the same, flower bed. Some may be wild, some may be something that's, a little bit more like a vine instead of a bush. That's okay. Because as we begin to try to be leaders and the right kind of leader for our team, it's important for us to know that no matter what the flower looks like, no matter where it grows, some ideally may grow in hotter climates, some may like, a little bit of a cooler, maybe in the shade. They may be different, but all flowers grow because of sunshine and water and great soil conditions. And our job as leaders is not to try to group everyone in that same mold and make everyone a rose or everyone a tulip, but it's to just create those environments to where they can thrive and grow and blossom and be amazing. And so I have tried my best to remember that the beauty of the rose is that not every flower out there is like it. And what makes a tulip or a daisy so gorgeous is it's not like every other flower. So Celebrate those differences on your team, and together you guys will be so much stronger because you're well-rounded. So create conditions to where, in an environment to where your team can thrive by mingling and networking and coming together to be awesome. Your team Facebook page may be one thing. Team meetings, the more you can get your team together, the more you all benefit from having those amazing flowers growing together. So that's something that I kind of got from, I got a lot from leadership, but that's something that's been heavy on my heart. At Sprint, we learned about the three major things that we need to do as leaders for our team, and empowering, appreciating, and recognizing were those three things. And to empower, it's to teach, and to build confidence, you might say. It's not to poke or to prod, or even, it's not even to enable. It's just to empower. Let them know you believe in them. Give them all the tools that they need to be able to do it. But you've got to not prod and not show them that, just my thing is, I always remember that they're never going to want to work for my goals. I've got to get them working for their own, and I have to empower them to do that. Now, one of the things that they mentioned at Sprint, I loved it. It was be consistent in a smaller area first. Don't get overwhelmed in larger areas. So pick one thing that you know that you want to work on, and really work on it and get good with it, and don't focus on the huge amount of things that you want to change about your leadership. So the second thing was appreciating, empowering, appreciating, and recognizing. Appreciating, if you're thinking it, say it. You may just be browsing on your newsfeed and see one of your recruits with a new haircut. If you think she looks beautiful, say it. Don't hold back. And if you think that your team is being amazing, then put a post out there. Let them know how proud you are. Google a picture of a crazy in love kangaroo or something cute and fun, and make sure they know that they're appreciated. I love, there's a saying on Pinterest that I run across every now and then, and it talks about, that when people feel appreciated, they'll do far more than what's necessary, or far more than what's expected. And in order for them to reach their goals and for them to think that they are amazing, you're going to have to show them that you appreciate them. And appreciation goes more beyond the person that recruits 10 people every month or promotes to a new rank every single couple of months. Appreciation can go simply for sending a postcard saying, I love the way you shine on our team Facebook page. I love the way you're quick to answer questions. I love the way you are such a positive spirit. I love the way that you shine, Cincy. I think that goes a long way. I personally am not one to send out happy birthday cards for their real birthday, because I feel like, hey, their entire family and probably their entire friend list on those days are saying thank you. They're saying happy birthday. They're saying, congrats, whatever. But I love to pick those things to show them appreciation that no one else sees, like the fact that I know that they've been consistent at $150 for, the last 3 months. Woohoo, that's a big deal. That's something to appreciate. Show them that you appreciate their efforts. It's not all about those big, wow, those monumental moments, those big, new recruits or whatever. It's the small things. Appreciate the small things. I love the third one, empowering, appreciating, and the third one was recognizing. I feel like I probably, this is maybe a strength for me, but I got a lot of great ideas from Sprint, things to incorporate that I don't already do. Postcards to PRV. So send a postcard and just say, wow, your PRV was amazing, or oh my word, out of my team, you were the top seller out of 7 people. I mean, you don't have to be a director to do these kind of things. It's called recognizing, and nobody says that recognizing has to start when you become a director. I love the idea of having the the clubs, the 500, the 150 club, the 500 club, the 750 club, the 1000 club, the 2000 club. I think that's pretty cool. And, do rock star recruiter, just for recruiting someone. You think they're a rock star, and you could send them a little packet of pop rocks or something like that. I mean, Pinterest is full of ideas of things, cheap little cute thoughtful reminders that don't cost an arm and a leg that you can send to someone on your team that's working hard. You want to remember that as you mail things, you are creating an amazing moment, an awesome moment for their families, because you know what? That little daughter that might be 8 or 9 years old that sees mommy in there stickering product, and mommy's in there labeling her catalogs, and mommy's, got to run to town to deliver product. She sees mommy do all these things, but yet she might not really know how awesome mommy is until you send in that little cute thing. It doesn't have to be much, but just something, a postcard or just a little handwritten note that she'll know that her mommy rocks. And maybe she'll even put it on the refrigerator as a reminder that, hey, she's doing pretty good at this. And you know that it's going to help empower her to do even greater things in her Scentsy business when she realizes that someone out there took time to appreciate and recognize her. Those were the things that some of the things that were mentioned at Sprint. One of the things I loved was this. Lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Now, we know that, saying, right? But what about salting its food? We can't make them drink. And that's sometimes an out that I've given myself so many times is, well, I've put it before them. They had the same opportunity as everyone else. I can't make them sell Scentsy, no. But as a leader, I can make it so salty that they want it. What can you do as a leader? What can I do as a leader to make my team want to be amazing and want to try harder and want to actually collect an order the next month, or maybe even get a basket party going? It isn't the fact that we don't have the same opportunity, because we do. There's Scentsy Training Center, available to all, 24/7, free. There are countless books out there. And, we all do have the same opportunity, but what makes one person want it more than another? It may just be that they have a leader that's making success pretty shiny and pretty attainable, and they're going beyond what they have to do to make it a fun environment so that they can grow and blossom. So these are just some ideas of things that you can do. These are things that I'm focusing on. Power of our words. A lot of times I will write something out and then I'll read it. And I put myself on the other side of that phone or the other side of that email or the other side of that Facebook message, and I'll think, ugh, I don't like the way I said that. So I'll edit it, or I'll add a smiley face, or I'll change it around. Sometimes I erase it completely. Remember, your words are powerful, and so are your actions. And it can be a positive power or a negative power. And sometimes we don't realize the impact that we have. You're pretty influential. You are a leader in so many capacities. But as you start to grow your Scentsy business, whether you already have a team or whether you're looking to build one, I want to encourage you to be the kind of leader that you are proud of. So when you look into your leadership ability and what you do, your leadership skill, are you consistent? Do you make yourself proud? Do you look at those things? Do you allow everyone to be their own style of Scentsy, their own style of consultant, and don't try to group everyone into one flower category? So those are the things that are on my heart in this first quarter of the year as I embark to be the best leader that I can, and I hope that you got something out of it. I hope it inspires you to be a great leader as well. Bye.